The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear.
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are.
What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has had a good week. So, while things are getting started, I'm gonna add something to the show. I always like these would you rather, so I wanted to start out with that. I think it's fun. I think it will be fun. So, let's start out with that, and we'll get into the show. I think this is fun. These would you rather's. So I want to try that. Play, see if you guys like this or not.
Have teeth pain or have stomach pain?
Ooh, that is hard. Teeth pain, everything you eat is gonna be painful, but stomach pain is, man, I always think that's debilitating. I'll say teeth pain.
Never have to pay taxes again or never have to charge your phone again?
Never have to pay taxes again. I will gladly charge my phone for the rest of my life. I'm surprised that there's people actually choosing the phone. I mean, seriously, why would you want to pay taxes?
Be broke forever or be bald forever?
Ooh, ugh. I love my hair. I love my hair. But honestly, you ain't gonna get nowhere being broke. You're getting nowhere in this world being broke. So I'll be bald forever. Yep, no surprise there.
Comment I love God or reject the offer?
Huh? Okay, I guess I love God. I didn't get that one.
Have super strength or have super speed?
Ooh, ugh. What would you guys pick? God, I don't know. I find super speed might be more useful in everyday life. You don't need a car. You just run places. But I always like super strength. I'm gonna go with super strength. I'm gonna go with super strength. Dang. See, super speed will be more useful in everyday life, no one uses their strength like that often. You know, I mean, you're gonna have to go out of your way to use your strength. Super speed, moving fast. It's not just running. You're doing everything fast. Yo, what's up, Y? What's up, my brother?
Have bad luck for 1 week or like this video?
That's stupid.
Own the latest Bugatti or own the latest private jet?
Ooh, I'd rather have the private jet. Bugatti, you're only traveling around your area. I'd rather have the latest jet. I would rather fly around the world in comfort than a Bugatti.
Live in this creepy house all by yourself, or sleep with the first person that pops up when you click share and more?
Weird. Okay, that's stupid. God, that was
Have teeth pain.
stupid. Speed is strength in itself, bro. You know what? I could see that. I can understand that. Definitely understand that. All right. I think these are fun. I want to, include these. If I find any more, I think they're fun. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see that. I could understand that. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Let's do this. I want to get started with this. I'll do this one. I don't know about you guys, but I really do like police cam videos. I think sometimes they're crazy. They're hilarious and they're wild. So, from TikTok or YouTube from time to time, I like to watch them out. I like to check them out. I hope you guys like them too, because I think they're interesting to watch. So, I thought this one was particularly interesting. Yeah, my week has been okay. Weekend. I just got off of work today. I work 6 days a week, so yeah, it is. Today's tiring. I can tell you guys this. I definitely get on live because I love you guys. Yo, awesome, awesome that you watch it. Yes, I get on live because I really love hanging out with you guys. I get it, right? We see this as online things, in person, but I consider you guys, brothers. I really do. I consider you guys friends. So, I like hanging out with you guys. So I try to make time to hang out with my brothers. So even though I'm tired after work, I just got off, ate something quick, and get on live because I like it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I like hanging out with you guys, so it's fun. So I'm glad I do it. And I'm glad you like watching these police cam videos. So let's check this one out.
On March 5th, 2023, officers responded to a case of domestic violence. Upon arriving at the scene, they tried to talk to one of the women involved, but she was uncooperative and kept screaming at a man. Here's what unfolded next.
Hello.
Your fishing season? So you're what? So you're taking a vacation and you're just going fishing? Started April to end. Oh, it's going to start. It's going to start April. Okay. Bro, you know what? One of these days, fishing is definitely gonna be my bucket list. I've never fished. I always wanted to do it. I think it's a very tranquil hobby. So I definitely want to try fishing one of these days. Definitely do. I'm gonna include the chat. Bro, that sounds tranquil. It really does. That's amazing. I think it's awesome. That's really cool. I hope you have fun, my brother.
Officer, not such a body camera on. What's going on, ma'am?
No.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Did you get popped in the mouth?
No.
No? What's going on? Who else does I want to say? I guess, did you call us?
To escort somebody, that's it.
Okay. Hey, what's up, my man? What's going on, brother? You see what's going on in there? No? Okay, hang tight for me real quick. Hey, guys, police department. Do you need an ambulance for anything?
Look at my shit. I didn't touch her. Didn't touch her. Don't come.
Nobody said he touched me.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Where's my next closest unit? Okay, ma'am. You just want to stay out here?
That's my crib. What you mean?
Okay.
Fuck, nobody even touch. Like, come on, bro.
I don't care, bro.
It's all good, dude.
I didn't do
Hey, ma'am.
shit, bro.
Nobody said you did. Didn't say.
No, you called him if I do shit.
Just stop.
Miss.
Like you said, you playing. Damn, hit me.
Bro, I don't get no away from you.
What's wrong with you?
Can't be doing that.
This ass away from me, dude.
Okay, man. Do you want to tell me what's going on? You called us to
I
help
want
me.
Yo, Renegade. This is a thing where the more I see shit, okay, like social media, the more it proves to me that what I said, toxic people attract toxic people. And at worst, toxic people create toxic people. So, hypothetically, if you weren't toxic yourself, you get with a girl, she's toxic as shit. She pretty much traumatizes you into, honestly, a toxic person. Oh, really? That's really cool. I'm a commercial fisherman for a captain of a 250-foot boat. We stay in vessel. You know, bro, I love that. I love blue collar guys because I think they're amazing. Those type of people are the ones that, pushes the world, keeps the world moving. I really do. I love good, honest work. I love that stuff. I really do.
Escort him. That's it.
Okay, well, what's going on?
I don't gotta tell y'all know what's going on. Just
Well,
escort
can you
him
tell
on
me what
my
happened to
crib.
your eye?
He can call his friend.
Can you tell me what happened to your eye? Ma'am, you called me to help you. I want to help you out.
Bro,
Can you please tell me your name?
Janaya.
Shania? Okay. So what? In order for me to even do anything, you kind of need to tell me what's going on.
It was
Okay?
just a little argument.
Clearly-
I was trying to get my house key. That's it. He
Okay,
wouldn't give me my key.
Who's he to you?
Him?
Yeah,
That's
Miss-
his friend. He trying to get him. That's it.
No. The gentleman with the no t-shirt. You can slow down. There's a lot of hollering going on.
I saw a girl, now you want to
Okay.
put the
Hey,
bitch on hands on me.
but
I never touched you.
just
You hit me and I hit you back.
just ignore him.
I didn't touch you. I never touch you, nigga.
So now I touch. Bro.
Yeah, I hit the up off of
Bro,
me.
I got the proof. I was just sitting
Hey,
there.
Bro, I got the
Janai.
Oh, right. What you talking about? I'm not even no more.
Fine.
You started talking to me. You could have just gave me my key and I was gonna
My
leave.
shit, I pay the rent here.
That's not your shit.
You don't pay shit.
I said, don't bitch. You gotta be sticking
Don't
on
go
my
at him.
job,
Don't
bro.
go at him.
Fuck that. No, bitch. We didn't move. Bro, get the bro.
Stop.
Get him out of my crib.
We're working on it. You gotta tell us what's going on. I don't
I
know.
gotta tell you
Does
shit.
he live
Put him
there?
on my crib.
Do you live there? Who all
Fuck.
lives there? So
I'm
who lives
breaking
there?
my lease anyway.
Okay, so who all lives here?
The woman continued to yell at the man even after the officer's repeated requests not to do so.
Okay, what's going on?
Look at all these police when they looking around. This so
All I asked him to do was to give me the key so I could walk down there. I was gonna come back when he left.
that's my daughter.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead, slap, bro. I'm not even going.
Go. So you want to go so bad?
Do you think we
I love that. That's crazy. First mate. That's really cool. I think that's cool. I really do. You must really love the ocean then. Because I don't know. I've never really done the whole ocean stuff. I'm not really done that stuff. Yo, Marcus, what's up, my brother? As an autistic black man from NYC, I agree with what you just said. I have experienced toxic women more times to count. My family circle, my friends. That is, yes. That's the thing where, honestly, I try to stay away. Because I think, like I said, toxic people attract toxic people, or toxic people will poison you. They will traumatize you and make you toxic yourself. Something you gotta stay away from. Oh, really? Bro, that's really cool. You travel to the lower 48. Man.
Go down there and talk. Oh! Can we see that? Maybe walk away from him? I'm really trying.
Bro, I asked her the key. Now you get my grandma paid for it. I say the money she sent me. I ain't do nothing about it.
Jesus.
Hey, you're fine. I gotta bow down to you. You cool?
Just keep walking. Just walk with me. Just walk. Ignore him. Ignore him. He's being the bad person. Just speak with me, okay?
You a
Just speak with me.
fuck to my plan. You single now. You not playing nobody.
Tonight.
Yeah, you been single. Right? I don't get no Somehow I'm playing you. Did you see you had a in my career while I was sick?
Ignore him. Ignore him.
Bro, he pushed me down the stairs. I didn't touch him at all. You pushed me down the stairs.
Okay, just stop. Can you talk to us about anything? Hey, ma'am, do you want to talk about what's going on?
Exactly. That's the thing where you have to develop a strong mindset. Not let other people affect you. Not let other people taint your mind. This is crazy. I mean, this is a thing where this is why men need to watch out who they go for. They really do. Because here's the thing. Here's a woman. She's toxic as shit. No duh. She's in a relationship with a toxic ass man as well. Guess what? Women like this will then come into the dating market and say, "Oh, I don't want the liars and cheaters." Because why? Because they were with them. They were with them. They were attracted to those type of men. But that's the problem why I said as women get older, they become bigger red flags. Because when dating is so easy for women, more than likely you choose terribly. You choose terribly. You choose bad men, terrible men, or men you can't sustain a relationship with, and or you are hard to deal with. You bring people chaos. You bring men chaos. You're chaotic. Because this is the thing where as men and women, as people get older, they get set in their ways. They are who they are. So in the dating dynamic, if dating is so easy for women, yet they're still single later into their years, more than likely is that they were hard to deal with back then when they were younger, when they were middle age. Now that they're older, they're actually even worse. They get even harder to deal with over time.
I just want y'all to explain.
Hold on. Hey, stay over here. Stay over here, or else you're gonna go in cuffs, okay? Stay over here. Ma'am.
What I tell?
Ma'am, stay over here. Stay over here, okay? I got a body cam on. What's going on today?
Bro, he mad because I told him to give me my house key.
Who is he? Ma'am.
Somebody I was dealing with.
Will you talk to me right here? Who is he to you?
That's my boyfriend.
Okay.
Was my boyfriend. That's not my boyfriend.
Did anything physical happen?
No, I asked him for my key. That's it.
Okay.
So he wanted to give me my key. Get the young shit. I call y'all to escort him out my crib. Give me my key, bro.
Hold on. Hey, I need to talk to you so we can figure out if we can do that, okay?
God damn, why is she spitting?
We'll probably take one more.
Y'all don't need one more.
Ma'am.
Like I'm telling you.
Ma'am. Stop walking around or else you're going to get put in handcuffs, okay? You're not listening.
That's what he's trying to say. You won't even listen to the man.
How long has he lived here for?
He just said nothing. Y'all just put your hands on.
We never. You put.
That's the thing where no one talks about that. No one talks about that. We constantly talk about, women have a breaking point, but we don't ever notice that men do as well. Men has a breaking point as well. Men are human. They have a breaking point. If for men love harder, in my opinion, love harder than women because they invest more, I believe, than women do. Okay, so it's not easy, and by divorce statistics, it's not easy or common for men to divorce or leave relationships. So we don't talk about how, you know what, there's a breaking point for men as well. And I agree, there's a breaking point for women as well. But we don't really focus on, you know, what's going on. Why is the men, okay, at a breaking point, or why does he do that, do this? We never focus on that. Yo, Tina.
Push me down the stairs. My
Ma'am.
mom told you to stop hitting
Ma'am.
her f***ing daughter.
Ma'am.
Because you always fighting me.
Ma'am. Take a seat on the fire hydrant, okay? Ma'am.
Bro, so since you
Ma'am.
give me shit, I gotta bow down to you?
Ma'am.
I gotta bow down to you?
Ma'am.
Fuck, come on, bro.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
No, you're not, bro. Stop touching me.
Then chill out.
What's wrong with you,
You wanna
boy?
go in
I'm gonna start
handcuffs?
beating your ass, too. Get the fuck away from me.
You can try that, but that wouldn't
I
work
ain't
out.
gonna try
Chill
Stop
out.
touching me.
You want to go in handcuffs?
What's wrong with you?
Chill out.
No. Stop touching me. I'm
Yep.
already mad, bro.
I don't care if you're mad, because I obviously can't help. I can't do anything for you if you don't talk to me.
What's wrong with y'all?
How long has he lived here? Ma'am? Okay.
Stop touching me. Bro. Let me go! Let me go! Bro! Move up!
Can't even control yourself. It's like, this is the thing where, no duh, you got a man that, you know, are most likely toxic, and most likely a terrible man. I don't know, maybe he puts her hands on her and shit like that. No duh, like, you're dealing with, this is a thing where we don't recognize, maybe we're putting ourselves in bad situations. You see, she couldn't calm down. She couldn't calm down, continuously have to argue. You call the cops to handle it. Why not let them handle it? Tell them the situation, then let them handle it. No, you didn't want to do that. You still had to give an attitude. You still had to backsass. You still had to be, you know, masculine, like, oh, pound your chest. Really? This is what men are talking about. The loss of femininity. You have to, you know, one of the things that women have lost is that, you know what? Being a woman. Feminine. Ladylike. Constantly arguing. Okay? Puffing your chest, thinking you're badass. That's a man shit. And honestly, to the point where this is, you're getting toxic man shit. Okay? Where you're borderline where you want to fight, you want to argue. No. You have to be right. You have to get the last word in. That's the thing where, honestly, this is the problem where men are battling women. Men have to battle other men. But now men come home and they have to battle women. Use your femininity. Okay? Here's a woman. She called the police. Men to handle it. She didn't have to do anything. You could have told the police the situation, what you want to happen, step aside. That's it. Have some decorum. Have some control over yourself. But no, this is what men are facing. Women that are women that think they're men as well. Puffing their chests, arguing constantly. Everything has to be a battle. It's ridiculous. It's honestly, shit like this is ridiculous. You say they listen. I say. Correct. I agree. Like, this is a thing where it's funny that a lot of women constantly talk about, you know, emotional intelligence, you know, good communicators. But I honestly, when it comes to men and women do not listen, comprehend, understand what men are talking about, what men feel. They don't. They may listen, but they're listening for triggers. They're listening to be triggered. They're listening to argue, not listen to understand, not listen to comprehend. And that's the problem. It's really, yes, the independent, it's things like this is just, this is the, honestly, this is, women have said, or most people have said, the gentleman has died, yes. But same token, femininity, ladies have died as well. I think they'll coincide. The death of the lady came the death of the gentleman. Metallic Kiss. What's up? Metallic Kisses. There is never 100% of. No, I agree. I'm not saying that there's 100%. I agree. I agree. Not all men, not all women. I definitely want to say this. Okay. I don't say all men, all women. There's plenty of videos, entertainment, social media that focus on the negativity of men. Okay? And it is what it is. There are plenty of bad men out there. What I would, kind of show that, you know what? Women are no better. We are equal. There are bad men, there are bad women. There are good women, there are good men. That's how I like to go about it. So I like to, do counter programming. So that's how I look about it. Thank you for just tuning in. Love anyone that stops by. It's amazing. Okay.
Let me check these handcuffs. Yep, I'm gonna check them.
Fuck! I mean, go!
I gave you about 10 warnings.
I don't give a what you gave me. You don't know me, bro. I don't give a.
Well, you're under arrest
I
now.
don't give a fuck! I didn't care then, I don't care now! Everybody gonna stop playing with me! For real!
Chill out, let me fix these
Bro, I'm
cuffs.
telling y'all better let me go, G.
You're under arrest for agbat.
I'm not under arrest for nothing.
Yeah, you are. You just punched me in the face.
No, I didn't punch you. You tried to grab me and I moved you. Fuck wrong with you? Stop touching me. Give no bro. What's wrong with y'all? Bro, let me go. Bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Let me go, bro. I don't give no.
Can you just search her real quick, stick her in my
Bro,
car?
don't touch me. You're not a female. You're not supposed to be touching me.
No, you don't know.
Stop touching me.
Stop.
What's wrong with y'all? Bro, don't touch my bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Back up. Back up.
I don't give a fuck.
She showed no signs of stopping her erratic behavior.
I don't give a about nobody. What's wrong with y'all? Leave me the alone.
Well, you're under arrest. You're going to the county jail.
I don't give no about no county jail. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't know me, bro. I will tweak the out.
Stop.
Y'all don't.
That's the thing where I was arguing, or I guess debating with people about, this is a thing why families need fathers, to instill fear and respect for adults. We have lost the idea or the sense of fear and respect. Now, I don't mean it in a abusive way. I don't mean fear in an abusive way. Okay? I mean fear is that, you know what, you don't. Because this right here, this is an image of a woman that is not scared of police. Is not scared of consequences. And that's the problem we're facing more and more like that. Not just women, men too, right? Young boys. There's no fear of consequences anymore. No fear. At this age, all right? At this age, I'm scared to go to jail. At this age, okay? I'm 40. I'm scared to go to jail. Yes, he's very nice. I'm scared to go to jail. Really. And here's the thing. I have always shown respect to police because, one, I don't want to go to jail. So I show respect. And here's the thing where this is how society is. They have power. Respect it. It's how it is. It's just the way of the land. And this right here is like where as children, they are not instilled fear and respect. So women like this who don't fear or respect men, let alone fear and respect authority. That's why this here, she can continue to backsass and get in faces of men. I don't condone, hitting women. I don't. But this is the problem we're seeing more and more. Back when I was a kid, we didn't see shit like this, okay? We didn't see shit like when women are stepping up to men and swinging on men and like trying to like fight men. I didn't see that when I was growing up, right? But I'm seeing that more and more as an adult. And I think that's the shittiness. That really is. So like I said, the death of the lady, well, that contributes to the death of the gentleman.
You don't know me, bro. So let me go. For real. Y'all do not know, bro. I will tweak the out. Y'all better let me the go.
Take a seat.
No, I'm not playing. Give me my phone. Call my grandma.
You're not calling anybody right now.
Right, because you a let me go.
Miss Nichols, are you doing all right? Or you calm down a little bit?
God damn, look at that shit. It's like, seriously. I thought this was a boy then. I thought this is a young man. Shit is crazy.
Do you want to talk about whatever happened inside the apartment?
I don't want to talk about Give me my phone. That's all I want, so I can make a call.
Okay.
Nah, you need a quick
Bro,
calm down.
I don't want to talk to nobody. Everybody leave me alone. For real. I'm not in the mood already at the end.
You know, this is a thing where I want to say this. Men that have opinion get a bad rap. Men have opinion get a bad rap. I don't come on here and talk crap about single mothers just because I hate women. That's the shit. That's the thing where I hate this narrative. Men that talk stuff about single mothers, it's not because, yo, Skull, what's up, my brother? We're not trying to hate on women. No. Because this is the problem right here. It is a sad, sad reality that single mothers are creating the next generation of adults. Here's a woman, a single mom. This is what she produced as the next generation of adults. This combative, masculine, toxic, feminist, destructive, chaotic young lady. Seriously, this woman will have a rap sheet. Will have most likely a long ass rap sheet. And we're getting that. We're having more and more single moms producing dysfunctional future adults. And then, okay, here's the thing. You said, oh, what about the men? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. These women are picking shitty men. Yes, that's the reality. There are shitty men and there are good men in this world. There's a spectrum of in between. Yet they consistently just choose the worst of worst men. That's the thing. It's not like I don't say, oh, they're shitty men. I thought, yes. But this is why I want to point out that, like, I put the onus on single mothers because I don't want women to be choosing shitty men. Because here's the thing. You produce children with shitty men, you're going to get shitty children. And those shitty children will become shitty adults.
Everybody just steady pissing me off more. I'm telling you, I'm going to somebody up. Just leave me alone.
He's sitting up there basically screaming, talking like you always put your
No, I know he always hitting me. I got pictures of black eyes, all that. I don't touch him. I told him to give me my kid. He started hitting me.
So
After this, it's over with. It's over with. Just break the lead.
But here's the thing. You wanted your key back, and he touched you. Guess what? How about be a woman? You called the police. Tell them the situation. Let them handle it. You didn't let them handle it. And guess what? You swung on a police officer. I don't know if she made contact, but swinging on a police officer regardless, that is an offense. That's the problem. Whether this is a thing where this is indicative. Whether that man, her boyfriend, was a problem or not, whether he was a shitty man or not, it don't matter. It don't matter. Because here's the problem. It is women like this that they choose these shitty men. That man is her boyfriend. She loved him enough to be his girlfriend. And two, you didn't have decor. It's like you're so aggressive, so dysfunctional that you don't see these cops. You called them. You called them here. You didn't even let them handle what you called them here for. You had to continuously get really masculine. It's like really chaotic. That's the problem. She continuously had to say the last word, had to continue the fight. Stop it. This is a thing where I hate it. In quite a few relationships. Yo, Rich, my brother, thank you for the donation. This is a problem. I've been there, I've done that, where honestly, I hate arguments. Right? I like debating, I like talking, conversation, but it gets to a point where you are being too aggressive. Fighting, you're fighting, making things worse. This is why a lot of times I just walk away. I just walk because this woman is like, she's too emotional. This is why I hate dwelling. I hate being all emotional. I really don't. That's why I like to walk away a lot of times. And this is a problem where she should have done that. And also she got with that emotional man. Because he couldn't stop it either. And a man that can't control his emotion is not much of a man in my opinion.
Today, go up the back. I don't want to talk, bro.
Janai, so I've had the big
They
thing.
trying to help you.
Help me for what? I got proof. I didn't touch him.
Okay.
I don't care what he told y'all.
You're not under arrest for that.
You're not.
I don't care,
I'm trying
bro.
to figure
I
out.
don't care.
Can you at least tell me how you get that thing on your eye?
How?
He's saying that you attacked him.
How did I attack him and hit myself in my eye?
No, you're not listening. How'd you get that thing on your eye? Can you tell me what happened to you? Did he punch you, scratch you, push you? What happened?
You lying, telling them I hit you? I never touched you. Yeah, you did. You just told them that. Get out of here. Hold on, bro. Let me out of here.
They trying to
Bro, let me.
I'm trying to tell him, trying to calm him down.
I'm trying to take it. Then he started lying to y'all.
Janaya, just take a
I don't gotta lie about he always fight. It's not the first police call. Look at my number.
Hold on.
The police always here.
Hold on. Nah, what they trying to? I'm trying to
He's
help
lying
y'all
about I
calm
be
her
hitting
down.
him. Hitting him how? The police have been up to us multiple times.
Nah, they trying to basically say that you were like reason why they trying to arrest you because how you acting and stuff. They said they came to talk to you, but you started trying to fight them and stuff. And I told them you got mental health issues and stuff. But what you do?
This is the thing where it's showing, right? We have so many people that have mental health issues. It's like, I don't know. There's got to be something. There's got to be a point we got to make it. Yo, Apocalypse, what's up, my brother? We have so many people that have mental health issues. I don't know. I question it. It's just so many people that can't control their emotions. And I think it's just terrible upbringing. I really do.
It's not going to help you. They probably didn't even want to try to arrest you, Nye.
Mom, it's not you. I just don't want to talk to nobody. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm going to somebody up. Just let me be, bro. I'm telling you. I don't want to talk to nobody, bro. Bro, I'm not trying to touch you, bro. You ain't do nothing to me. Where my phone, bro?
I got it here in my pocket, okay?
Yeah,
right here to the left, Miss Nichols.
Come on, bro. I don't want them touching me either, bro.
So they got to search you.
For what? I don't have nothing on me.
Take your seat on the bench there for me, please.
Who are you to? Why would they be trusting you? You are unstable. This is the problem. It's like, this is a thing where I'm tired of it. We have such overly aggressive women, and I'm not just hitting. I'm not just attacking women. We have men that can't control their fucking emotions. We do. It's like, seriously, we have men that can't control their emotions, and we have women that are overly, insanely emotional, so aggressive.
Now get up in there. You better tell them. We got
You know what? Like why said, I think that's probably it. You know, food additive, preservatives, but it's just also we are changing how we're raising our kids. Like a lot of things are different. A lot of things. I mean, it's getting worse. Social media. It's just. I don't know. This is why I've consistently always promote old school shit. I really do. I think things gotten worse.
wrong ones. I already got a lot going on. I'm not in the mood, bro. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna be called code red. We have a fight. Yeah. Somebody else.
You guys might need to. You guys might need to.
Y'all don't need to.
You guys might need
You better
to.
be no females. Beat the out of one of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna need some man officers.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. This now I'm in jail because y'all don't give me my keys. I'm trying to leave. I ain't had to call the police. You steady with me. I'm trying to police. I want you up in here. Then I stab y'all up. I'm gonna be going to jail for that. Oh, you gotta kill him. What they gonna do? Besides, just tell y'all everything I'm telling him.
They're gonna tell me.
Oh, yeah, she's going through. I know what I'm going through already. I've been in and out of institutional hospitals. I don't need nobody to tell me.
Do you want to talk to somebody?
No, I don't. I already know how this shit goes. I already been through this 1,000 times in Chicago, everywhere I go. Call SAS, call whoever y'all can call, Garfield.
Everywhere she's gone. This is the thing we're seeing, right? The over aggressiveness, the attitude, the masculinity.
I don't give a f.
You're gonna have to.
No, I'm not. I'm not posting that on Facebook. I know how y'all operate. Yes, it is. That's what y'all do. Hey, what? You gonna cooperate with me? Yeah, no, bro. Don't come when we talk. Hey, what? Real. All right. Ain't no smoke with you, but it can get like that. I don't give no weird shit y'all be doing down here.
A lot of homicidal statements, a lot of statements to fight other inmates, stuff like that. So,
Who do you want
go
to
ahead
fight?
and go through Miss Nichols.
Anybody. Anybody. Don't touch me. I'm not in the mood. I'm not here to play.
Well, unfortunately, the mood doesn't matter to me. We got a job to do. We got
I
safety
don't
and
care, bro.
security
Stop talking to me,
to
bro.
manage.
Alright, I'm gonna pat you down. Real, I'm not in the talking mood, bro. Y'all been talking too much as it is. Y'all, I called y'all to come do something. Y'all act like I'm the suspect. I call y'all.
Yes, but you didn't let them do anything. This is the thing where I don't disagree that there are bad cops out there. I don't disagree with that. But it's like, how can you blame a police officer when you don't let them do their job? How? How can you blame a police officer when you, off the bat, you are already combative, already have an attitude? How? Already escalate shit. Already emotional. How can you blame police officer? This is a problem where we neglect. The lack of fear and the lack of respect comes off. You can see it. For a lot of people, and here's the thing where, like I said, automatically, it's just, this is the way of the world. Police officer, automatic respect. It's just how it is. Automatic respect and automatic fear. It's just how it has to be. It's the way of the world. These are people that have power. So if you don't want them, hopefully, to abuse it, you fall in line. Right? It's just how it's how it works.
Miss Nichols.
Somebody on my crib, y'all arrest me.
They weren't out there.
We don't live here. That's my shit.
These people weren't out there, Miss Nichols.
I'm talking to you.
Yo. You know what? I don't know if I told you guys this. I mean, maybe some of you guys heard it. For me, the crazy ones I've dealt with, I don't think the box is all that great. I dated one girl. Crazy. How was she crazy? Okay. We hooked up the first time we met. And it's crazy, but when we were hooking up, she turned around to me. She turned around to me and said, "Choke me." She also said, "Hit me." I'm like, I just got to, I mean, like, mind you, yes, I just started to know her and we're having sex already, but it's like, still, I mean, you went from like 0 to 10, then after you told me to choke you and hit you, you just went to 100. I mean, it's just like, it's a bit too much. First time I've saw you, yes, we're being intimate, but like, you know, wanting violence during is like, I'm not comfortable with that. So I don't know. The box might not be that great, right? Craziness is, it's kind of a turn off for me. So I don't know.
Yep, I was the only one out there.
Yeah, you tried to grab me, and what happened? Boop, bops, don't touch me. If you touch me, it's gonna be the same thing. It is. Any female in here touch me, y'all gonna see on myself.
Yo, Parasocial. Love you, bro.
Oh, y'all gonna have to put me somewhere by myself.
We're gonna need a cell.
Anybody touch me?
was 12.
Anybody touch me, I promise y'all gonna be calling cold red. I'm not in the mood to play with nobody.
Suicidal.
No, I'm
Beat
not
up
suicidal.
inmates.
But that's what I gotta say to get the from people that yes,
Get out and kill her boyfriend.
I know that.
Alright, well,
Ain't nothing in me. You can touch me.
we're gonna get one of those pairs of pants off.
I got on shorts under here. Alright?
We're gonna go dress her out here in a minute.
Dress me for what? Cause I'm finna bomb right out tomorrow morning.
You gotta wait till tomorrow to go see the judge.
I don't give a That's what y'all don't understand. I don't care.
The female was charged with domestic dispute, domestic battery, aggravated battery upon a peace officer, and resisting arrest. YouTube thinks you'll...
That's the craziness. That's the craziness. Yes, yes. I've grown into that. Apocalypse, you're crazy. I love you guys. The chat is always crazy. It's awesome. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for all the love and support. All right. Let's do that's when domestic dispute. I think it's just arguing. I think it's because she was very verbally argumentative. So I think that's probably what domestic dispute is. Metallic kisses. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the love and support. I hope you have a good time at work, which, you know, probably not, but later, bro. All right, let's do some Kendra G. All right.
Carolina.
Okay, Greenville. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. What you do for a living?
I'm a college professor.
College professor. You have any kids?
I have 3 children.
How old are your 3 kids?
My oldest is 22. My daughter is 21. And my little one is 5.
5. 22, 21, and 5.
Yes.
Sarah, Greenville, South Carolina, 42, college professor. Are all your kids by the same man?
No, my first 2 by my ex-husband, and then the 5-year-old is from another relationship.
Okay. And when did you get divorced? Years ago?
Years ago.
Okay.
Years ago. I got married when I was 20, Kendra. So I've been divorced since I was 25. So it'll be almost 20 years I've been divorced.
Oh, so you got divorced after 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right. So we got Sarah, Greenville, South Carolina, 42, Capricorn, college professor, mom to 3, 2 by her ex-husband, 1 by outside situation. And let's do it. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
You know what?
I would like to reiterate. I've said this countless times before. As women age, they become bigger red flags. Why? Dating is easy for women. It's easy for women. So why are you still single? This is a thing where dating for men and women are not the same. Why men are still single is a totally different, totally different conversation. But why women are still single, it don't make sense because dating is easy for women. So why are women still single? Most likely because they consistently choose terrible men. Men that they can't commit to, men that are toxic, men that are, men that are liars, cheaters, men that don't want to commit to them, or men that they don't want to commit to, or, so could be both, they are hard to deal with. Women like this, higher standards, aggressive, combative, masculine, thinking that they're better than what they are, like their shit don't stink.
To be honest with you, Kendra, I'm not really looking for a man. I want a man to look at me like how Jacob looked at Rachel or how David looked at Bathsheba and just knew she's the one. That is just what I want. I just want a man to look at me and it's something inside of him that makes him feel like I cannot get this girl out of my head. I have to have her. It ain't even about what I'm looking for. It's about him finding me.
Woo! So you're just putting yourself out here for him to find you.
That's it. Where are you at? Where are you at?
Okay, so with that being said, I'll ask questions. I ask the same questions, but I'll try to ask from that point of view. So the man that finds you, what are some deal breakers you don't want this man to have?
You know what? I need a man that's humble. So the arrogance, I don't like it. I don't like a liar. Can't stand a liar. I don't like lack of emotional intelligence. So
you want a man that's humble. Yeah, you go on here and saying that, you know what, I'm not looking for a man. A man should be looking for me. This is a thing where we'll probably see more of it as this woman talks. But I'm seeing more and more of this high level of ego on women. I think modern day women have so much ego. It is insane. Even at 42, so much ego. You are still single. Like, how about humble yourself? You're 42, 3 kids, a divorcee. You haven't found a man when dating is easy for you. How about be humble? How about put some effort? Like, oh no, I need to put effort to find the man that's right for me. No, he should be looking for me. Who are you? You are not a prize like you think you are. You're still single. So you can't get no man to lock you down or be with you long term. So really be humble.
I can't, I'm feeling some type of way. We need some sort of vocabulary. We need to be able to express how we feel, our thoughts, our ideas. Even if we can't say them initially, we need to be able to think about them, come back, have a discussion about them. You need to know Jesus. So I saw something like it was on an Instagram reel, and they were asking people at the bar name 5 books of the Bible. That's not the first 5. So I need somebody that can name 15. That's not the first 5. So if you can't name 15 books of the Bible, that's not the first 5. You ain't for me.
Really? At 42, what has your life shown that you follow the word of God? You are a divorcee. A divorcee. I think she gave a kid to her ex-husband, a kid or 2 kids, but great. You're a divorcee. And you had another child out of wedlock. It's like, this is a thing where I can never get the answer for it. All these women that spews, oh, I need a man of God. Okay, cool. What about you is an example of the word of God? What about, this is a thing where I don't see it. I don't understand it. Women nowadays are not great examples of a follower of Christ. They're not. They've shown, they haven't shown anything. I'm not really religious, but I would not come out here and say, I want a woman, a godly woman, because no. So really, these women are not, it's like, seriously?
But that's, I would like a father. I would like a man that, you know what school time is. You know what school supplies are. You know these things, and not necessarily for the money, because clearly I do well for myself. But I would just like somebody that can add to what I have going on here.
So a couple of things. What was the situation with your 5-year-old dad?
You know what? My 5-year-old's dad, when I met him, he was different from any man that I had dated. He's an entrepreneur. He makes over $300,000 a year. So it's not about the money. But I think the arrogance, I also think, unfortunately, when people ask you, which is a question I hate, but it's one I've learned to answer. When men say, why are you single? And I think the answer is, men, I like men first. Like, I'll know when I meet you with, after I do my interview process, 2-3 conversations, yep, this is something I can deal with. But with men, with Instagram and Facebook, I think that they have this checklist of need to look like this, be like this age, this. And I think they like me too late.
Seriously? You what's the it's like they do lie about money. A checklist, it's like, really?
They all come back with rings and vows and promises, but they like me too late. So I need somebody to like me up front. And I think he liked me too late. That's what I'm gonna say. I think that everything was great.
He liked you too late. After you gave him a child? That sounds like a follower of Christ. After he gave you a child, he liked you too late? So he didn't like you before you gave him a child? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Super Chad, right? That's the thing where the Pookies. You gave him a child. A man that didn't really like you at the beginning. You gave him a child.
Because if you're still single, why not give him a chance?
You know why, Kendra? Because it makes me feel like if I like you up front and then you do whatever you want to do for 5 or 6 years and then you come back, it makes me feel like you'll do. You know what? I done been out here. I've done all this. You'll do. Sarah will do. I don't want to do. I want you to meet me and you the one for me. I don't want to do. So either you're going to have to lock in or that's it.
So let me ask you on the opposite. When you guys were together 5 years ago, was it a committed relationship?
We were in a committed relationship.
So because you guys have a child together, so did y'all have talks about building a life together, or was the baby kind of like a result of fun activities?
Okay, so the baby was he got dropped out the sky. He definitely wasn't planned. So I know this is a crazy story, and I was on your show.
That's not how it works. Wasn't planned. This is the thing. I hate the excuses. There are dozens of contraceptives, dozens of ways to prevent not having a kid. The kid is 5. You're 42, so you are 37. You weren't a child. You weren't 17. You were 37. The whole excuse it wasn't planned. No, that's fucking stupid. 1, why did he not wear a condom? 2, why did you let him finish in you? 3, why weren't you on any kind of birth control? It was planned. The planning is you didn't care. That's the planning. You didn't care. You had a fun time. You didn't care if he finished in you. You didn't care if you had a child. That's the plan. You didn't care. You didn't care about the consequences.
During COVID, so in 2020,
she could have swallowed. She could have swallowed. Yes, just like Pedestal just said, she could have just swallowed it. No, you didn't. So it was planned.
21, when the baby was like little, okay, because he was born in 2019.
How to find that?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I had braces, and I was in Indiana at the time. I moved here anyway. Fast forward, so when we met in 2018, and we met in 2017. 2018, I was liking him, but when I first met him, and I said this on the show the first time, Kendra, I had not had sex in 10 years. Okay, so I was really like devoted and like waiting on God to send me this man. And when I meet him, he was a deacon in the church, and it wasn't about all the money he made, because at the time I didn't know, but he was a really good.
He was a deacon in the church. The insanity to, 1, have sex out of wedlock, and then have kids out of wedlock. Like, seriously. Women know how to pick them.
The father, he just seemed like this great guy. Well, anyway, after dating for about 6-7 months, we were in a committed relationship, and we started to have sex. And I felt bad about it, because I didn't feel like the relationship was progressing to marriage like I needed it to. It just kind of felt like, well, how long are we going to do this? I don't think I'm really good at being a girlfriend. What is a girlfriend? We just have sex, and I just cook, and I just act like a wife until you just feel like one day, hey, you're the one. I don't even know how to do that. I'm not sure. So a job opportunity came up for me to teach in Oklahoma at a big school there. And he never said, don't go. Like on Friends, I wanted you to hop on the plane and be like, don't go. I want to marry you. And that never happened. He just let me go. So I left. He came to visit for Thanksgiving, and he left a package. And that is how the 5-year-old got here.
So now, but for the more recent, he is a guy that has come back. You said with a ring, so he wants to marry you.
Oh no, not him. No, we talk. Oh, no, not him. Me and the 5-year-old's dad. We talk. He calls every day. He's in Indiana. I'm in South Carolina. He's financially responsible for the child. He's just. I think that once you're a man and you're single for a long time, I don't even think you know how to be in a relationship, to be honest.
So who's the?
It seems like you don't know how to be as well. You don't know how to be in a relationship as well. What about you makes it seem like you know how to? Yeah, it's yikes. It's like, really? You didn't take the pill? I swear, it's It's just ridiculous.
The man that you said came back with a ring, but you don't want him no more because he didn't get it right the first time.
Well, I don't know if this is going to be aired, but I will say.
Okay, hold on. Well, pause. Don't say if you don't want to get. It will be aired, so don't
Okay,
say
that's
anything.
fine. This is what I'm gonna say. I can't. Okay, let me explain something to you. I like this man a lot. This man that I'm talking about, I liked him a lot. He was very handsome and all together. Now he looks like Santa Claus. He done gained a lot of weight. He's pushing 60, and now you want to marry me now? No, thank you. Let me tell you, and I want to tell a whole bunch of women out there that want these older men, the difference between a man when he starts to like take that decline, the difference between 52 and 57 is the difference between a boy from 12 to 17. It's a big 5 years. It's not the same as 32 to 37. It's not the same as 42 to 47. 52 to 57, you have a senior citizen now. I'm just saying.
Okay, so when you wanted him, he was out.
Sounds humble to me. He sounds humble to me. The succubus drained him. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He was out in the streets, but now that he in the house.
Now you AARP. Now you calling. Now you in counseling.
Sarah said no.
No.
Let's keep going. I'm jumping around my questions. Okay. So did I ask you if the guy has to look a certain way?
You need to be handsome to me, just like I would like to be pretty to you.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
At least I would.
I hate when women say that. What's handsome to you? Seems like you don't like fat guys. Okay? Say that. Like, what the fuck is handsome to you?
I would say at least 70. I can work with that.
She can work with 70. Should he be in Greenville, South Carolina?
He doesn't have to be. I don't think that this is going to be my forever home.
Okay. 3 flaws.
I really like that guy that was from Indianapolis that everybody was dogging, saying that he looked like a bouncer. I lived in Indianapolis for 10 years. That was on Instagram like a couple hours ago.
Okay, so she's talking about Brian. Yeah, I already said, listen, Brian had all the things.
I know, but I have a 5-year-old, so I probably wouldn't check Brian's box.
No, oh yeah, he said, because the thing with Brian, I'm going to show the people, he will be a highlight, but I'm going to show y'all who she's talking about. But the thing with Brian, he doesn't want no kids though.
He wants a child in middle school. That's what he said. Because his youngest is in middle school, so he doesn't want to deal with a kid younger than middle school. Yeah.
He's talking about him. He was 43. He doesn't want any more kids. So he prefers a single mom. Just wants the kid to be no younger than 10.
Yeah. Brian. He was handsome though.
Okay. But yeah, he'll be a highlight. So I said May the Best Lady win. For those who want to know, it's Stack 44. Stack 44 is his name, or the Kendra G Singles dating app, Stack 44. Okay. All right. So you said 70. All right, girl. Let's do the Kendra Cam because
Okay, I'm nervous now. I don't know how to flip my camera. So I guess my question is, should I put it on the fireplace and sit back?
I don't know how your house is set up. We just got to see your full body. So wherever you want to put it up so we can see your full body.
Can you see my full body?
Okay. All right. We can see it. Yes, we can. Okay.
Seriously? I would think that she ain't no twig. To call the senior citizen fat is. This is a thing where, and it's understandable, right? If you're not attracted to him, you're not attracted to him. But to call a man, unfit, right? Not, I don't know. He's fat. Yet you don't look like you have a gym body yourself. This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. The men that talk to you is really the men that you fit. A lot of times, the men that are attracted to you, the men that would actually want to be with you, are the men of your level. That's the thing. The men that would want long-term relationships from you, they are the men at your level. This ain't no, she's not anything special.
I love that top.
Thank you. I feel like it don't really do nothing for me. I feel like I do got a little waist, a little bit. I'm 42.
Okay. You have a lot of paid questions. Do you want them?
Sure.
Okay, let's
Be
start.
nice, y'all. Be nice, but that's okay if you're not. I could take it. I'm a professor. People ask me all kind of crazy stuff.
Okay. Albert C said, and now you're a single mother, and now you're calling Kendra again.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure what you said to make them say that. I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay.
Because your first child, you was married, correct? Well,
My first two.
Your first
Yep.
two, you was married. Okay. I was right. Ain't nothing about this interview is humble. She wouldn't date herself. Would you date yourself?
I would. I am very humble. I am very humble. If you don't, well, let me just say this. If I don't come off as humble, I would like to apologize. I am humble in heart and in spirit. So I'm not sure.
Humble in action is what matters. Humble in action is what matters. I didn't get her. Like, you can see the comments. The viewers didn't even sense humbleness from her.
What I said to make someone feel that I'm not humble, but I am. And maybe everybody's definition of humble is different. But I don't mean to come off arrogant. Maybe I might come off as confident. And there's nothing wrong with confidence. But cockiness and arrogance, to me, is just a little bit different.
Okay. Abraham Robert says, classic. This
Yo, look at that. Wells and water seek their own level.
is a compliment. Classic and naturally beautiful, educated and biblical, reasonable expectations. I hope a great man finds you.
Oh, thank you, Abraham. Like Abraham and Sarah. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Let me see. I think Katrina said, you're a very beautiful person. I hope that special someone finds you. Question. I don't mean to pray, but how long did you date the 5-year-old dad prior to getting pregnant by him?
How long? We dated for a year. And then it was oh my gosh. And
tell her she said she dated for 6 months. I don't know. But very beautiful. This woman is like average. She's like an adjustable 4. 5 at best.
let me just say this to everybody. Now this is I feel like, I was just gonna have my baby. I've been pregnant 3 times and I have 3 kids. I cried every day for that 9 months. I used to go to church, Kendra, and I could not go into the sanctuary. I would sit in the foyer and I would wail. And the old ladies would come and cry over me because I used to be a Bible study leader. I just felt like I had the scarlet letter on my forehead. It was a very traumatic time, but I felt like, dang, for $300, I could just make this all go away and nobody would know. And I just had to be true to myself. And it was a terrible time in my life. I was ostracized. I was heartbroken. I couldn't believe God let that happen to me after being celibate for 10 years. I was like, for 10 years, you couldn't send me somebody in 10 years? Then you turn on the
God pushed that D in you? Was it God? Was it God that pushed the D in you? Was it God that, didn't have a condom on? Was it God that did it? Did God take away the condom? Did God take away the condom? Did God take away the plan B? It's like, seriously, beyond damaged goods. It's like you are delusional.
TV and you hear Fantasia talk about, I fast.
You know what? It's like, humbleness is also not blaming others. Being humble is like, okay, you understand your flaws. You understand your contribution to your failures in life. Accountability. I believe that's part of being humble. Accountability is a part of being humble. because you know your flaws. You blame God. You blame men. You blame everything but yourself. Doesn't sound humble to me. And doesn't sound very, you know. How's that a religious person that you blame everything but you blame everything but you? You blame God too.
Lasted for a year and I got this great man. I'm like, where's mine? Where's mine? So I felt let down by God. I felt let down by myself. I felt like I let my teenage kids down.
No, I agree. I agree. You know, lights off. They're all 10. But the lights aren't always off. That's the thing. The lights aren't always off.
I mean, it was a very low point, but you know what? I had to live in my truth and walk in my own truth. And he's here and it is what it is.
I always say this, babies are blessings, right? So sometimes they don't always come the way you want them to come through, but all children are blessings. I think everybody will agree to that. But why, can I just say this? Why did God get the blame? Because you had to do the activity to create the child. So was
He
that
did.
God's fault?
No. So let me tell you something. So looking back, you know, you can't blame God, but you're in this space to where you feel like you're so close to him. And, you know, I was like, I had made this vow, like, you know, I'm not going to have sex till I got married. And I made that vow when I was 25.
And you broke it. God didn't force you to break it.
And that's when I got divorced when I was 25. And so all these years, you know, I dated, I was engaged to this guy. That didn't work out. And we never had sex. And, you know, I waited.
Luxury. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
And then you start to feel like I'm missing out on all my 20s. And then you get to be in your 30s and you start to feel like, am I going crazy? Am I just throwing all this out the window? And then I meet this guy that I think is like this really good guy. And he never pressured me for sex or anything like that. So I will put that all on me. But I'm telling you, even like the first day we had sex, Kendra, I went to the grocery store afterwards and I just felt numb, like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Because after 10 years, that's like a big deal, right? But I think I was mad at God because I felt like every other man before that, if he wasn't for me, I felt like God would always be like, he ain't it. You know, and he was like real strong about it, or he would send me a sign. And I never got that sign with this guy. And I prayed about it. And, you know,
You never saw the sign. Yet you said that when you left, he didn't fight for you. Was that not a sign? And I'm not saying that's stupid anyway. To need, like, this is a thing where lack of accountability. Oh, God is going to tell me the sign. This is the problem where, this is why I say women that talk about religion, talk about God and shit, it's just a way to take away accountability. That's it. Honestly, that's basically blasphemy. Women use God to take away their accountability. I didn't do it. God did. I had sex with this man because God didn't tell me not to. I had sex with this man. I dealt with this man. I was with this man because God didn't tell me not to be with this man. God told me to be with not be with those other men, right? But this man, God didn't say nothing. So you know what? Look what God did to me. Look what God did. Not a single time, right? You said that you did it. It's your fault. This is the problem. If it's not me, then it's not my fault. It's absolutely stupid. Yes, it is. That's what I think. It's like you blame God for anything so you can take away accountability. This is the thing why men see accountability is poisonous to women. It's like women's kryptonite.
Another thing is that, God is all knowing. And so in my mind, I felt like you knew I was going to fail. You knew I couldn't go longer than 10 years. You couldn't send me somebody in 10 years before I failed. You couldn't send me. I'm only human. I had this high expectation of him. And now I don't blame him at all. It was me, obviously. But at that time, I was hurt and I had a lot of these emotions. And and a lot of people knew my story. And like I said, I was, a Bible study leader, and, I was a prayer lady in the church and all this other stuff. And I just felt shame. I felt shamed. I felt horrible. But
Let me ask you this though. Okay, so at this time, you have made a vow of celibacy to marriage, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so let's just start right there. So God did give you a sign because that wasn't your husband. So if you decided to listen, we're all human, right? There's a moment in my life where I was upset with God, and it was when my mother died. When my mother died, I was very mad at God because I felt like God, I believe, like I'm a believer.
Yeah.
So I felt like, God, you could have saved my mother. So I remember that moment. But there's been a lot of things I've done in life, and I have to just own up to, listen, this is my action that caused this reaction. And as humans, a lot of times we blame God for things that we do.
Definitely. Rolling contradiction.
In the human act. So
absolutely.
I just feel like I think you said you don't blame God anymore. So
I don't.
good.
No. It was during that time, because you got to think this is 5 years ago. So no, I don't anymore. But and you have to take accountability, just like, when God asked Adam in the garden, he said, who gave you that apple? And what he said, the woman you gave me. Like, he blamed God, not he just couldn't answer the question. He said, the woman you gave me. So I think that as humans, sometimes we do have that tendency to blame him when really it's us. And that takes a lot of maturing. And no matter how hurt
You're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
We were, and I think the shame, did a lot to me, or the fact that I didn't hold up my end of the bargain, that I did not hold up my end of the bargain.
Okay. So when was I'm trying to think our last question. So your last relationship was when?
Was his dad, my real last relationship. I mean, I've dated, but hasn't been nothing serious.
Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I ain't answering.
Okay.
Oh, did God force you to do that too? You're not answering. What does that mean? This is the stupidness of it. So, I'm gonna look at you side eye. I mean, you recently let a man tap it. And then you hear spouting. You're spouting the bullshit that you're spouting. Oh, I wanted to save until marriage. But you know what? God just had to force me to have sex with this man. Now what? Seems like you don't really have control. So how can you blame God when honestly you never had control to begin with? You're still giving the Pookies that ass.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. Well, clearly from this, people are saying I'm arrogant, which I'm not at all. You would have to know me. But maybe I come off overconfident. Something that I do for sure know I need to work on is that you ever know somebody that they really have a gift with telling you direct things, but they're very nice about it? That's not me. I'm just very direct. This is it. You didn't turn it in on time. That's an F. I don't know what to tell you. That's something that I need to work on. It's like the niceness, tactfulness of being direct. Number 2, my mother would tell you that my life is all about the Sarah show. And if you can't hop on the Sarah show, then you get left behind. And it's very hard because I have been driving this steamliner, if you will, of a career and, raising these kids and living this life for so long that it is hard to jump on someone else's ship. and have them drive it, and you be the passenger, and you trust and believe that everything is going to go okay while you still, you know, have your own autonomy in your career and things like that. So that's probably something that I would need to grow into. It would definitely be a learning curve for me. And lastly, I would need to work on, I want to say being a little bit open-minded. I know that sometimes I can be critical. I think dating jades you a lot of times, especially when you meet, you know, not your person. I'm gonna say not your person, not your person after not your person after not your person. And things start to look like it's going a certain way, or there's only so many certain possibilities. And I think that I need to be a little bit more open-minded and maybe have more faith in the dating area.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I would just be his person. I can't say. He would just have to know I'm his person. Like, he would just have to know, where have you been my whole life? You're my person. That's it. I can't say, because you know what, Kendra? Everybody.
So basically, okay, you start off with this way. You want a man that watches this interview and just knows you are his wife, and that's just what it is. He reaches out to you. He says, Sarah, I saw you on the.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck with that shit. I mean, it just sounds like another woman putting in no effort.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Another woman that is lazy as shit.
That's why you would buy a dog and die alone.
Kendra G Singles Live Show. You are my wife.
Or not even, okay, we don't have to take it so deep, Kendra. There's something about you. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. You drawed me in. Like, we could start there. We ain't got to start with I knew you as my wife. But let's just start with there was something about you that drew me to you.
What about her? I mean, it's like, unless the guy is like dumb, blind, and stupid, what about her? It's like she showed really no qualities that is like all that amazing.
And I couldn't stop thinking
well,
about
you're going to get a lot of African men that's going to tell you that, child. Something about you that drew me to you was the fact that your ass is in America. They going to say, you drew me so into you.
Okay,
I am your king. I am your king. That
okay, I'm not looking for that. I would like an American.
Okay, well,
I don't want to pass out
like
citizenship.
You about to get that easy.
My mother thinks that I need to be flaunting my United States citizenship, but I don't want to do that. Yeah.
Okay, so again, this man will see you and know you are his wife.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I know men don't care about I know men don't care about how much money you have and things like that. But men should care about competence. Men should care about somebody that can add to your life. Men should care about coming home after a long day and being able to talk to somebody about your problems and having someone that can listen, that can give you great feedback, that can comb through ideas with you, that can partner with you to do things better, to critically think. I mean, those are qualities that I have. You know, you might not care about what I can bring to the table, but you want to come home and have a competent conversation with somebody that can help you expand or build upon what you're doing.
Here's the problem. Okay? Conversation? Yeah, why not? Problem is attitude, arrogance, thinking you know it all. This is the thing where I dated the woman, the Korea woman, the woman that's we had decent conversation with. What comes along with that, with a lot of modern day women, is the attitude, is the I know I'm right, is the I'm never saying sorry, is the you know what, it's my way or the highway shit. It's like everything is an argument. Everything turns into an argument. This is why a lot of men don't like talking to women. It's not like they don't want to talk to women. Yes, it's a good thing to, have someone to conversate with, right? Have someone to maybe bounce ideas off of and shit like that. But a lot of times it turns into a lot of argument. Yo, George, what's up, my brother?
Well, to be fair, and I'm not telling you to marry this man, but according to what you told us, there is a man who is willing to marry you right now. It's just he's not the guy you desire anymore.
Couldn't imagine him on top of me.
So this is what it really comes down to. Is it's not just about marriage, because those qualities you describe, there's a guy that has
I could marry. I mean, Kendra.
I'm not talking, but hold on real quick. I'm not, and to be clear, I'm not telling you that you need to marry this man. So
Right, but you could be married tomorrow. You could be married. You could, right? I could look at you and tell. You got a roster. You could be married tomorrow. We all could. Let's be real now.
Exactly.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you is this is important for you, correct?
I got to be able to envision you at minimal on top of it.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Okay.
All right, Sarah. Well, the time has come. We have some more paid questions for you. You done hit a lot of posts.
Okay.
Let me see. For men,
George, I don't understand. Do I like the new cute? I don't know what that means.
men believers, whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery.
Oh, new
Matthew
new cut.
5:32.
Like
stay away from divorcees.
Well, that is not what the Bible says. And actually, well, okay, let's just say that is what the Bible says in Matthew. But if you look in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, the Bible says that if ever the unbelievers leave, that you...
Women, definitely, most, if not all women can be married tomorrow. It goes in line where I said, women, dating for women is easy. They can always find a man. They can always definitely find a man to have sex with them. Women can find a man to want to be in a relationship with them. Hell, women can definitely find a man that wants to marry them. This is why we have to understand dating for women is easy. I don't repeat that just because I love to repeat it. I repeat it because it's true. And it is such a drastic truth. Dating for women is incredibly easy. Incredibly.
Whenever the unbeliever leaves, you are free. Okay. So Jesus came not necessarily that we should check all these laws, because for the Old Testament, we had the laws. We had 700 Levitical laws. If our goal was to just check off all these boxes and create all these laws, we wouldn't need Jesus. Even when the young rich ruler came, he said, Jesus, I follow all the laws. He said, good, go sell everything you got. He was proving a point of it's not about you following all these laws. It's about who has your heart. So in the Old Testament, God actually gave the law that you could divorce your wife. But Jesus, when he came in Matthew, he said, I have a greater law because it's about your heart. You just getting rid of these women for no reason. But Paul does make the distinction in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, if you want to go read that you are no longer bound by that person if the unbeliever leaves. My ex-husband actually was an unbeliever. He went to the penitentiary. He went to prison. Actually, I married him on the 4th floor of the Lucas County Jail, so I wouldn't have to testify against him because he was facing life in prison. So I did him.
So you married a criminal. That criminal couldn't, after 2 children with you, he couldn't stand you, and he decided to cheat on you with another criminal. I can understand why you're still single. I can understand why she's still single. Because this is the thing where a lot of women don't talk about. They're hard to deal with. That's why I give you the 2 main reasons why women are still single. I think women like this are hard to deal with. If you cannot get a man to want to commit to you, a man that you want, if you can't get a man that you want to commit to you, that shows you that you don't qualify for these men. That shows you that, you know what, you're most likely not that great to be with.
A favor so he wouldn't have to go to jail for the rest of his life. Okay. So I would say that marriage, even though I was married and I stayed married to him, he left me for a woman that he met in prison. And when he left, he never came back home. So when the unbelieving spouse leaves, you are free. and I'm no longer under bondage. And God never calls us under bondage. Nobody's under bondage. We are free from the curse of law of sin and death. So you can't use the Bible to put me in bondage.
Girl, now you know you revealing that your husband was in the penitentiary. Now you got all these other questions.
And they can bring them on. I mean, it's a lot of other questions they can ask, but you got to think though too. You know, I got my first child I had when I was 19, Kendra. My second child I had when I was 20. And just because your dad is in the home, my dad was in the home, but every man isn't a strong man. You know, some men really don't have anything to teach you. Some men are just there, but they don't really have anything to pour into you either.
Okay.
Yet you still pick these men. It's like, again, a red flag of women is like you choose terribly.
Dapper 23 said, God said, keep your name out his mouth. Hold yourself accountable for your actions.
Show me that scripture, the dapper. That was a waste of $5. Go ahead.
Love and Dating Los Angeles said, God was telling you no, but his...
I think that's free will. I don't know I don't know scripture. I'm not scripture, but that's basically free will. God promotes free will. So really, at the end of the day, if you promote free will, again, I don't know scripture because I'm not religious, but I get the gist of religion. God promotes free will, i.e., your actions. Well, there are consequences to your actions because they're your actions.
300K once you found out about it was saying yes.
Actually, I didn't know Love and Dating Los Angeles High. I actually did not know how much money he made until we opened a business together. And we didn't open the business together until after we had the baby. So after we had the baby, he was like, you know what, we should start a business together. But he didn't just come out and tell me how much money he made. No, I didn't know that. He owned his own business. That's not something I knew.
Okay.
And we're friends now.
You're friends now.
We are friends now.
Rated R said the guy didn't even ask you to stay when you moved to another state. You let him come back into town and get you pregnant. How many signs did you need?
Well, I guess I will say, where's my phone charger? I guess I'll say that don't trust natural family planning. So don't check your like I wasn't on birth control or anything like that. I was like checking my basal temperature, all of this other stuff. But I beat myself up a lot about that. I'm not beating myself up over my 5-year-old. I let him come back into town and get me pregnant. You know what? I sure did. And I was devastated by it. But I love my baby, so I'm okay with it. And the guy that's for me, he'll be okay with it too.
Okay. The guy that's for her will be okay with it.
No. That is the 300K man was the second baby daddy. The one in jail was the one she married. That's the guy who was the one in jail. She married him and gave him 2 kids. The guy that had 300K, that's her baby daddy. That she gave 1 kid, the 5-year-old.
Too. Okay, this might be the last one. For someone that knows the Bible so well, why didn't you marry before you carry every time?
Well, here's the thing. If we were all able to do something that calls self-regulation, because actually I teach behavior theory. So if everybody was able to self-regulate, we would all be perfect. Because
you teach behavior, and again, she's 42. Kid is 5. She was in her late 30s. There's no excuse. You're not a child. You're a full-grown adult.
life is just being able to self-regulate and make the best decisions over and over again, right? So sometimes we don't make the best decisions. Sometimes, people make decisions and then they make a decision to, I'm going to live with the decisions that I make. And so sometimes you can know the Bible and you still make poor decisions, just like the prophets in the Old Testament. A lot of them, they knew.
Well, part of living with the decision you make, be sure that the consequence is that you're not going to find the man you want. Okay, that's gonna come with the decision you make, living with the decision you make. Because here's the thing: women like this, they are red flags. They are absolute big ass red flags.
God, the Bible says David walked with God. A lot of these people was after God's own heart. And you know what? They made bad decisions. That's why I love the Bible, because the people are so relatable. They're not these perfect people. The only perfect person that's in that book is Jesus Christ.
Okay. Abraham Robert says, never challenge someone who actually knows the Bible. LOL. Sarah came ready. We are under grace.
No, came ready what? No one asked for perfection. No one's asking for perfection. But someone's asking for, you know what, a bit of wisdom. You weren't 27. You were 37 when you had your last kid. When you let a man knock you up. This is a thing where it's like to think that, you know what, how about act with wisdom is different than, you know what, being perfect. That's the thing. Because here's the thing where it comes out where, you know what, you are asking for, you know, this is a thing where a lot of women can't comprehend where, you know what, maybe you don't qualify for the men's you think you do. Because yes, you're not perfect, but here's the thing where you're not that great either. You are average. Average. So honestly, the men that you've been attracting, the men that want you, that's who you qualify for.
And thank God we are, because we all need it. Now that is true.
That is the truth.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, we all right. She held her own. She had a lot to say. Now, to be clear, the only man that should reach out to her is the man that has watched this and understands you are the one for me. You got to be in America, she said. Are you
Got to be in America. You need to make about 70,000, okay? And we can go from there. And you got to be humble, and we can go from there. And you got to be handsome to me, and I got to be cute to you, and we can go from there.
What was the age range?
I want to do like 40 to 49. You know, after 50, Kendra, it's like.
Say it again.
40 to 49.
40 to 49. Okay.
After 50, people need pills and things like that.
Oh God, Sarah.
Call them, girl. Call them when you need them.
Oh God.
It's getting rough.
Okay, so for clarity, so we're all clear, you want a man with a working body part without assistance.
That would be nice. And we could pray over it every night. But yes, I would like a working body part. You know, I went a long time without it. So I have a goal of like a really like hot, sexy marriage.
Okay. A quick question. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I didn't even know about it. .SA.
Hey girl.
Kendra needs to stop promoting her dating app. It's stupid. But whatever. Let her do her thing. This is this is a thing where humble is. I've said this. How women should. I believe how women should go about the money shit. Just be an adult. Be a productive, full functioning adult where you pay your own bills. You have a place to live. You have a car. You're not begging for money. Full function adult. Don't matter what you make. Don't matter what you make. You're not begging for money. You're not having problems with paying your bills. A full function adult. 70K, still above average. I don't think she qualifies for that. Now telling a man that I need a full functioning, healthy sex life is like, okay, sure. Whatever. I mean, what do you guys think? Women like this. What do you guys think? Later. All right. Crazy. Absolutely. All right. I want to watch this. I want to check this one out. This is the thing where it's true. Women like that are liabilities to good men. Liability to good men. I definitely agree. She deserves a broke Pookie. I mean, could be. No job or hope? Really? You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I mean, all right, guys. I want to end out the live on this one. I saw this on TikTok, and I wanted to watch this. With you guys. I think this is gonna be fun. I hope you guys like this one. I sometimes I like the whole these. I don't know. I guess these civil court cases because sometimes they're pretty cool, pretty interesting. I hope you guys like it. If you guys do, I definitely want to do more.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of Marshall versus Pham. The Marshalls are suing Mr. Pham for $5,000 for the cost of a gender reveal party. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And Mr. Pham, you say you're not the father, so you don't owe them anything.
That's correct.
Okay, well, this sounds interesting. Let's begin with the plaintiffs. So you say he owes you the cost of the gender reveal party you were having for a baby you're expecting.
Yes, that's
Tell
correct,
the court
Your
what
Honor.
happened.
Yeah, so we had an agreement with Robert that he would be the father to both of our babies. You know, this is my wife. We are married. We have always wanted a family. It's very important to us that the children are related. So unfortunately, the only way to do that is if they have the same father. And he made an agreement, his idea, that he would be the father to both those babies because, you know, everything's so expensive. And artificial insemination, sperm donor, it's like so expensive. And yeah.
So wait.
Exactly. Like, parasocial. I want to change it up, right? This is a thing where, I want to try a lot of different things with you guys. I like to. This is the thing. We're just having fun. We're brothers. We're friends. Shooting shit together, watching shit, having fun, having opinions, making each other laugh, or just hanging out with each other. So I like to watch a lot of different things.
He said he made this up. Mr. Pham, you also wanted to have children?
I did.
You all know each other and been friends?
Yes.
About 12 years since college.
Okay, so you've known each other since college?
Yes.
You also wanted to be a dad, Mr. Pham?
Yes.
Did you make up the idea that, hey, I'll father your children, that way they'll be siblings, half-siblings, siblings nonetheless?
Well, initially I was pretty hesitant about helping them get pregnant, but because I've known them for so long, we were really good friends.
So wait, they say you asked them. Did they ask you or you asked them?
They initially came to me, but we agreed upon it together.
Okay, that's your side, I understand. So you were reluctant at first, but then you agreed.
That's correct.
Why did you agree?
Well, I've known these people for 10 years. We were really good friends. We spent a lot of time together. They make a beautiful couple, and they're beautiful people. And, they're unable to have this kid on their own. And so I agreed to help them with that.
All right.
Out of the kindness of my own heart.
So he consented, and you all started the process?
Yes.
Yes.
We slept together.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you all did the old-fashioned way?
Yep. Yes.
Saved on costs.
Yo, why? I love that. Thank you, brother. You're amazing. I love that. This is why, like I said, after work, I'm tired, right? Coming off the work, I'm tired. But I still want to do these lives because shit like this, these are the highlights of my day. Hanging out with you guys, the highlight of my day. So I love this. So thank you guys. You don't believe how humbly thankful I am to have you guys because you guys are amazing. I can't say it enough. Thank you.
Yep. Saved on cost.
Okay, got it. Got it. Just use the parts that we got.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay, got it. So both of you, or who got pregnant?
We both are. We're both pregnant. Yeah.
Oh, right now?
Yes, Correct, right now. yes. Right now, Your Honor. We are both expecting.
Oh, this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're both pregnant right now by Mr. Pham.
Yes.
Correct.
And so were the genders revealed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what are we having?
I'm having a girl.
Yes. And I'm having a boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got girl and boy. Oh, you all
This is so messed up. This is so messy.
did really well.
I know,
girl and
right? That's what I'm saying. We
Got it
got
done. All right. So we got girl and boy. And why is there an issue? I thought we're all happy. This means the plan worked. Why are you suing him for the cost of the party? He agreed to pay for it?
He agreed to pay for it and
Is now refusing. Yes, so at the party, it was at a restaurant that we rented out for $5,000. We invited our family, our friends, exes in relationships, because we invited the exes that we're still on good terms with. You know, we're all civil. We're all.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless he just did it in a cup and they put it up themselves. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're not going to go that graphic.
Friends.
Yeah, that's big.
This is an adult relationship.
Yes.
We're very secure in our commitment.
Yeah. And one of those exes happens to be my ex-husband from a handful of years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
More the merrier.
And we are on civil, positive terms.
Yeah.
And at some point during the party at the restaurant, I was speaking with Kevin, my ex-husband, outside of the restaurant, and Robert came up and saw us speaking and seemed to think that something was two ways going along romantically, consensually, and he thinks that he is now not the father of the child that I'm carrying.
Oh.
Coming up.
It looked like they were having intercourse with clothes on. Doing God knows what.
We were, of course.
And want to bring your.
So you're at the gender reveal party?
That's correct.
The one you agreed to pay for?
Yes, under the terms that they were my kids.
Okay, well, that's understandable. What is it about her interaction with her ex that made you just fly off the handle and decide, I'm not paying?
Well, she's saying they were speaking outside, Your Honor. I believe they were doing a lot more than just speaking outside.
Oh.
As a matter of fact.
What did you see?
Well, there was a couple things. Initially, I saw them dancing very intimately on the dance floor. And when I say intimately, I mean it looked like they were having intercourse with clothes on.
What?
And on top of that, when they didn't think that anyone noticed, this is a thing where like all this. You know, one of the biggest problems I think in our society right now is this shit right here. The alphabet. Personally, I call these the alphabet people. They're all over the place. They are so mentally ill. Like, oh, I'm a lesbian, but you know what? I still want to dabble with men. Really? It's like you. This is a thing where they're so mentally ill. They don't even know what they are. They don't.
I saw both of them go to the side of the restaurant, exchange kisses, fondling with each other, doing God knows what else. And so that's when I approached them.
Did y'all have liquor at this gender reveal?
I was sober, Your Honor. I was sober.
Drunk. We were, of course, not drinking.
Of course we were sober.
But Robert had been drinking, and as had Kevin.
It was open bar.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Your Honor, I went up to them and confronted them about the situation. And that's when she was actually defending her ex-husband, talking about how he was so much better in bed and all of this crazy nonsense. It was just bizarre.
If he said that, then most likely he had sex with both of them. He had sex with both of them. And that's how they're pregnant. Or at least, she's definitely pregnant by that guy. She had sex with him, but it's so okay. Personal story. I had a woman that it was a weird thing. I just knew her glancery, not really close or anything, but asked for me to donate. Donate. And I was at a point in my life where, I was like, before the whole you know, I guess manosphere and shit like that. I thought about it. I seriously thought about it. You know, it's like, I was like, she said, okay, I just want to have a kid, no strings attached. You don't have to worry about it. All this stuff. I just, I can't find no one, and I just want to have a kid, and I'm asking you to do it. Then I kept on thinking, like, you know what? This was the time where I'm hearing stories, right, of women doing that to men that they find or whatever, and then child support central, like making these men pay for everything and all this shit. It's like, you know what? And you know what? I would have had sex and all that shit just to have it, but it's like, that is not a good thing. That would have been dangerous. I did not want to be on a hook for anyone's for child support and all that shit. So I was like, I think I will pass. I think I'm not looking to do that, So I was like, but seriously, women are doing that. It's ridiculous.
But see, she was pregnant, so she said she didn't have a drink. Because sometimes they say a drunk person's words are a sober person's thoughts. But they weren't drinking. So she started telling you how the ex-husband was better in bed than you?
That's correct.
Were you saying that, Ms. Marshall?
I was not. And
oh, he's making all of this up.
The interaction between Kevin and I on the side of the restaurant, from untrained eyes, looked suggestive. Kevin was drunk. He was happy for us that we are having a family, and he was getting a little affectionate, maybe overly affectionate, and I didn't want to cause a scene. I knew that he was happy for me, so I went along with it.
So he was like hugging you, and I'm so happy for you, but being a little bit too handsy.
Yes, and I knew he means well. It was not anything like that. And
you weren't offended by it. You just felt like it was somebody that had had a few too many to drink and that was very familiar with you.
Yes,
so
Your
they
Honor.
were kind of overstepping the personal boundaries.
Yes, and I didn't want to make a scene at this party, so it was all fair game.
So when Mr. Pham confronted you like, well, wait, if you like this with your ex, I don't know if this baby is mine or not. What did you say?
Again, I was not making a scene, trying to mitigate the situation. Like, it's all good. There's nothing problem happening here. I don't know what he's talking about you are so much better in bed than I am.
Let me ask you something. Were you drinking?
Yo, Ivan, what's up, my bro? Yeah, this is a thing where I think it's never a good thing for men that just easily father children is stupid, in my opinion. It really is. It's like, you're not thinking about yourself. Now, these two women, they may be together, but think about this. You don't understand the dynamic where now you can it's like you're putting yourself in such a weird, crazy situation where child support could be the rest of your life, where you're responsible for these children that, you know what, yes, he had a hand in creating, but he's not going to have he's not going to have the authority to raise. I don't know. I think it's stupid.
Like, do you think your judgment was impaired a little bit? Maybe you were just being a little paranoid.
I don't
or
drink,
extra.
Your Honor.
You don't drink at all. You sober. You saw what you saw.
I saw what I saw.
What did you see?
I saw hands going in places where they shouldn't have been going.
Okay, Robert. Okay.
Lips making connections with necks. And it was just a situation that shouldn't have happened. It just was.
So once you confronted her and she said, listen, it's nothing. Like, he's had some drinks. I'm fine. There's nothing. I'm not. That did not ease your doubt?
Not at all, Your Honor. I know Ashley. I've known her for.
I honestly believe that, like, why is a man attracted to a woman that looks like a little boy? I question that. It's like, why is a man attracted to a woman that looks like a little boy? Like, it's so disturbing.
For 10 years, and there was a look in her eyes that let me know that there was something much more going on with her and her ex-husband. And you know what? His ex-husband even looked at me. Her ex-husband even looked at me and told me that they wanted him initially to be the father.
Oh.
And that was another red flag.
So he said, oh. So he was like, listen, they wanted me to be the father at first, but I didn't want to do it, so now you're doing it.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And now you have doubt.
And now I have
about
doubt.
just Ashley's baby or Katrina's as well?
At the very least, Ashley's baby. And I don't know if Katrina seems to be completely content and enabling this whole situation.
Robert,
so if she's cool with that,
you know that that's
it makes
a reach.
me question whether
That
or not
is such
she's
a reach.
also having sex with
You know
other
what? We
men.
are in a committed adult relationship.
Oh, I just had a light bulb. So are you feeling like they may have been having sex with her ex and you because their intent was to make sure they conceived? So maybe he was a part of this too, and whoever gets us pregnant first, we're pregnant.
That's correct, Your Honor. And if I'm going
You
to be
think
paying...
that was the plan?
From what they told me, that wasn't supposed to be the plan. From what they told me, I was supposed to be the father.
Correct.
And if I'm supposed to be the one
because
paying...
then they wouldn't be siblings because one of you could have gotten, yeah.
God, it's so
but
messy.
your point was maybe they had tried this previously with him, and now they're trying it with me, and now you have doubt.
That's correct.
Coming up,
So before we get to the ruling on
reveal party call.
reveal the gender of babies you thought were yours. So I'm going to agree to pay for this, $5,000, have a big party, let's have a big celebration because you think you're the dad. Then you see this intimate moment and you start thinking and you're like, hold on, before I drop $5,000, I want to make sure these kids are mine.
That's right.
And it seems
like...
reasonable under the circumstances, even though we don't know if you're overreacting or not. But I'll tell you one thing about a paternity doubt. It never minimizes. It only maximizes. I've been doing this a long time. I've rarely seen paternity doubt minimized to where someone just says, okay. It usually just keeps festering and festering until you know for sure. So before we get to the ruling on the gender reveal party and the costs associated with it, I think it's important that we get the paternity results. My staff did have you submit to DNA testing, and I have the results. As it relates to the child, the unborn child of Katrina Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are the father. You are the father.
One of two.
Oh, you don't need to make comments like that.
Coming up,
You know that you're the father. You know that you're the father. You were there.
friend Robert Pham.
Got it. Well, we have that result as well.
You know what, Robert? You know that you're the father. You know that you're the father. You were there. We're
gonna find out.
We slept together.
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
So messy. God. That's the thing, right? Like I said, with my story, it's like it was tempting because let's not be fooled, right? When it comes to having sex, men's judgment will be clouded most of the time. I'm not stupid, but let's not be stupid. That it's getting sex, it clouds men's judgment. But it's like I had to take a step back. And this is the thing where a lot of men need to honestly take a step back. Think about the situation. Sex is great. No doubt about that. But here's the thing where, honestly, you are hurting your life. You're hurting your life. You really are.
As it relates to the unborn child of Ashley Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are not the father.
I knew it. And you try to have me pay for it.
He's not the father.
Oh!
Ms. Marshall?
I don't even know what to say. So you've been lying to me this entire time, Ashley?
I have not been lying to you.
Oh, obviously you have. You said it was just a kiss.
Oh, it was a kiss. That was more than that.
We'll talk about this later.
So
I can't believe you would humiliate me like this in a courtroom.
We'll talk about this
I
later.
absolutely cannot believe this.
So, Ms. Marshall, are you ready to admit something that perhaps you weren't ready to admit before these paternity results? Because I will always say this. Plaintiffs may lie and defendants may lie, but the DNA, it never lies.
Yes. I did have relations with my ex-husband before the contract was drawn up.
Before the contract was drawn up with Mr. Pham?
Correct.
Oh, before.
Your Honor.
What about the agreement between us? Huh?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay. You don't want to do it here.
No.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns.
Oh my God.
You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
The children now will both have different fathers. That wasn't your original plan.
No, it was not our original plan, Your Honor.
And yet, you still have two beautiful children coming into this world. You're very blessed. The question now becomes...
The two children that don't have no connection. Have no connection whatsoever. It's like they might as well not be married. This is the stupidness of like these relationships are ridiculous. It's God, I swear to God, this is the thing where I don't give a shit what adults do. I don't give a shit what adults do. I do care when they complain about shit, but I don't give a shit what adults do. I just hate it when they bring kids into their own mess. This messy situation? This is not a family. Now you're just two single mothers. Two single mothers. That's it. You just literally created two single mothers by your stupid, your idiotic decision making. This right here is a dysfunctional, I can't even call it a family because the kids aren't even related. And your marriage is like, fuck it. Your wife or I guess husband, I don't know. Neither of them are really exuding wife. It's like both are husbands. It's seriously. So your husband, whatever, cheated on you. So really it's like absolute dysfunction. And this is the thing where, like I said, don't bring kids into your insanity. You want to do what you want to do? You want to be non-binary, you want to be lesbian, you want to be trans, you want to be a goat, you want to be a cat, whatever, fuck, whatever you want. Stop bringing kids into your fucking insanity. Because shit like that, you are only damaging the next generation. You are producing worse adults. Absolute stupid. Absolute insanity.
The $5,000 for the gender reveal party. Do you expect Mr. Pham to put on a gender reveal party for a baby that's not his?
No. I don't. No. I don't think that's fair.
All right. Well, the judgment is simple then. Mr. Pham, you've got one baby. You agreed to pay for the gender reveal party for the children who would be yours. And so therefore, judgment for the plaintiff for $2,500. I wish you all the very best of luck. You guys got a lot of mess to sort out because the thing about it, when you bring children into the world, now you have a responsibility to figure out how to co-parent with all of these folks that are involved. Court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise. Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the co-plaintiffs. The defendant owes $2,500.
I'm sorry. I should have believed you. I'm stunned. I'm humiliated. I can't believe you brought us to court and did this.
I still want to be in my baby's life, and I'm just glad that this is over and it's all figured out.
That's That's incredibly messy. Really messy. And that's the shit I hate. That is really the shit I hate. Like I said, I just don't bring kids into your mess. Really don't. You kiss that God. Exactly. It's just these women are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The toxicity in there. And this is the thing where you wonder why. I mean, it's like it's why mothers can sometimes be bad for their children. Because you bring your kids into toxic, really shitty, terrible situations. It's ridiculous. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. I had fun. I love hanging out with you guys, right? Oh, thank you, brother. Y, Ivan, Parasocial Apocalypse. I think Marcus was here. Skull was here too. Anyone else? Anyone else? Luxury. There was Metallic Kisses. Love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are amazing. Thank you for checking out my videos. Thank you for all the love and support. Tomorrow, right? Sunday night, I will do a stream too because I love hanging out with you guys. You guys were there the last time. I want to. Hopefully, you guys join me tomorrow night as well. Okay, so yeah, if you guys are free, let's do it. Let's do it. I think that'll be fun. So, see you guys. Love you guys. Later.